I'm Abby,
And I'm Anna.
and this is Serious Beef.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Recording again. I'm not sure why I sound
Comes-
surprised.
Comes around once
It's
a week.
what we do.
Well, if we say it comes around once a week.
Listener, we have some news. I won't call it bad. It's Beefy's problem.
My beefy. Are you serious that I'm beef?
I don't know. We said the beef of Serious Beef has a problem. We said you can guess who's the beef. We don't know. And who's serious.
It's me. I'm beef.
Abby has the problem.
Well, I've been busy. Okay, I've been busy. I'm tired. I'm tired.
I need a break.
I'm pretty slammed at work, and May's just kind of busy. I always think in general. Yeah,
And we know you're going to. You've told me about some things extra work you're gonna have to do, and some nights that you're gonna have to be there late.
we're just a little short-handed right now, and there's a lot going on, so we're gonna have to, I think, go to every other week for a little bit.
You're thinking to get through these very busy months ahead that you have. We'll go to every other week, and then we'll see how it goes, and maybe once the things settle down,
Yeah, once they settle down, I'm hoping we'll get back to
we'll
it.
do what we can do. You know.
Yep, or we'll abandon you forever.
Hopefully not, but Abby will go with your schedule, and I'm here when you need me.
Serious and Beefy will always be getting together. It's just a matter of whether or not we're gonna be editing and posting.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So anyway, that's a little bit of housekeeping. We got that out of the way. Don't be surprised if we go to every other week. We're trying to make it work, but life is life.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So speaking of beef, I have a beef. Do you have a beef this week?
Well, you know what? I went to the Chat GPT at work.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah, at work we literally call Chat GPT Hazel.
Oh.
Because we're like, I need copy for the social post or whatever, and none of us have any ideas, and so we're like, I need a social post, and then we'll like pull what we need from there. Yeah, I'll give us some ideas, and we'll craft it around it. But whenever we're talking about this, we don't always want to go to our superiors and say, yeah, we consulted with the AI chatbot and got the thing.
Legit.
So we say we consulted with Hazel.
Okay, nice.
We consulted with Hazel.
ChatGPT is Hazel. No,
Hazel.
You're in the know.
The
know, yeah.
So we were struggling for ideas earlier today. I think
we were surprisingly
right.
As much as we like to.
This is why we're actually moving to every other week, because we ran out of things to complain about.
We're running out of beef. No, you were looking for an idea. I have one, but you can use one of yours if you want.
Well, there was a couple.
Okay.
There was a couple.
Well, we only need one.
That were pretty good. Well, I was looking just for ideas, but it did give me some beef of the day, which is what it was calling these ideas.
Okay.
And some of them cracked me up.
Okay. What do you got?
So one of them says, beef with group text etiquette.
Oh, okay.
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 It says, say LOL and move on, Susan.
What?
It's like,
because somebody just puts too much.
They put too much.
They put the LOL, then they send a gift, then they put the emoji. Okay, gotcha.
The etiquette. Oh, if I send something, give me an LOL, because I've clearly sent you something funny. But don't ignore my funny text.
Some people might just
you
ignore it.
Saw it?
Liv gets mad at me. I know you saw it. It says red.
You didn't respond.
And then I'm in trouble. Yes.
That's why I don't turn on my read receipts.
I don't know how to turn that off, but
it's not on for you.
Oh, okay.
Because it'll pop up on mine.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I think she's lying to you. She's making you think she can see.
Because I can see when it says
yeah, she's
red
got hers on. She's a fool.
She's a fool, is right. And don't let the people know you've read it. Because sometimes I can read it, but I cannot respond. And, if you're at work, I might be busy.
It's true.
What else you got?
So, well, I mean, do you want other ones, or is that good? I would figure out.
I'll tell you mine.
Some of these
I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, go.
I'm sad to say, I am not on vacation. On a tropical island. I had to work today. That was my beef. I was looking at my screensaver, and I have this beautiful sunset on this palm tree.
Don't you wish you were here?
And the beach, and yeah, legit. And I literally was like, my beef is that I am not on vacation on that island. I am at work instead, and it was terrible. So
and it was terrible.
It's not terrible. I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm joking
like,
with that.
my work's been busy, but I can't.
It's just the fact that I have
it's
to go
not
to
terrible.
work. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. I'm with you.
I'm being a whiner, but yeah, I'd rather have been on the tropical island on vacation. So
Vacation.
So that was my beef.
I was worried a little bit.
I know. I was making it sound. I was really sad.
Well, because I've been worried about the general, not the car insurance general.
Oh, my poor little General Cornwallis gave his noggin a flogging.
He did.
He did. And I think he has a little SpongeBob pineapple house.
Yes.
And we think he ran into it.
Oh no.
Very hard, because all of a sudden
he had like a little bump, like a bruise almost.
He had a big red bump on his little orange head. And it was
for a goldfish. It's very scary.
It was big and noticeable. Yeah.
It was big enough, like it wasn't like huge, but it was big enough to be noticeable.
Yeah, it was noticeable
on a fish.
We all saw it right away. We were like, General, what happened to you?
Literally.
And Liv was afraid to clean out the fish bowl because she was worried to move him.
I was afraid. We
didn't, because we put him into we put fresh water in a jar that we have, and then she just cleans. We just have a little tiny fish bowl, and then she washes everything and puts fresh distilled water in the bowl, and then puts him back.
Sure.
And she was afraid we have a little net thing, she was afraid to move him because she didn't want to cause him to have like an aneurysm or something, or a brain bleed or something.
I literally was like, is my man having an aneurysm in real time?
We were so worried, but he has recovered. The big red bump is gone.
Well, I thought that's what you were.
Healed.
I thought you were gonna hit me with horrible news.
Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry. No,
I thought something had happened to General Cornwallis.
He's back to his old feisty self again.
Because Cobblepot just up and died out of nowhere.
You never know. Life is
you
delicate.
never know.
Life is delicate when you're a goldfish. I'll tell you what. I think it is for anybody. But he recovered, so he seems to be fine. The big red spot is gone, so I'm very happy.
Thank God.
His little noggin looks much better.
Well,
because he was so sad. He was moving slow, and I was like, I think he just crashed into his little house.
My man was concussed.
Right. I think he was. I really think he was. I was like, I literally said, I think he's got a brain bleed. Like, what is going on?
What is happening?
But it seems to have been healed. So
it does.
We're happy to.
Well, thank God.
To say that.
Honestly, thank fish God.
Whew. Do you want to say the sauce?
Sure.
Okay.
And in theme with Cornwallis.
Okay.
General. It's eel sauce.
Eel sauce.
I always get eel sauce whenever we go get sushi.
You said you always order that. You really like it, and
it's
delicious. I read it. It said it's a Japanese sauce. So yum.
It is. That's what I did my sushi.
Love me some Japanese food. I have a story that does actually have something to do with eels, which is why I chose eel sauce.
Well, hit me.
If you'd like to hear it.
I would.
Okay. I read this headline and thought, this is funny, and I thought of you.
Okay.
It's only because I wanted to tell you, but because the headline is basically London records levels of cocaine so high that it's seeping into the Thames River.
Okay. And this made you think of me.
Well, it made me think, I've got to tell Abby this story. That's what it is. Okay, so I was like, don't take this the wrong way. It literally said that record high levels of cocaine in the Thames River is the last thing the eels need. And I went, the eels? Okay, now I've got to find out what's going on.
Now I've got to read more.
So I had to go find out information. So Londoners are taking so much cocaine.
Londoners?
Yep.
Today?
That it is seeping into the city's famous River Thames.
Oh my God.
Yep.
London, get your shit together. The eels.
A lot of cocaine use.
Think of the eels.
Can you imagine?
Londoners?
A team of scientists at the University of King's College here studied the wastewater that is entering the Thames by nearby sewers during storms and things like that. And they're finding detectable traces of cocaine.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. And increases increases in caffeine and cocaine, and there's a whole bunch of other big words that I can't really say here.
Yeah.
Right. Compared to other major cities, it's like apparently
outrageous,
very high, and it's likely that it's entering through users' urine, which is stoking fears that it may be affecting the eels.
Don't swim in the Thames.
Do not swim in the River Thames. No. Do not do that. The London's water treatment plants are tasked with purifying the water, but major storms reportedly overwhelmed the operations and allowed some sewage water to make its way into the river.
Well, okay, clearly.
Yeah, and so now they're worried that the eels, they're making the eels high on the cocaine.
Well,
yeah.
Worry.
They're very worried about the eels.
I would be.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you what, I would be.
I mean, I'm not sure. Are the eels maybe having a really good time?
Cocaine is never the answer.
It's never the answer.
Eels. This goes out to all our listeners who are eels. Cocaine.
Resist. Save yourselves for the eel sauce. Is eel sauce made out of real eels?
Probably if it's real, but I probably don't. Listen, when we go get sushi, we don't go to fancy places.
Okay.
Eel sauce.
I know, looking it up. Save yourself for the eel sauce.
The big man's world. Soy sauce, mirin, which is sweet rice wine, sake, and sugar.
So it's not made of eels. Shoo!
Could have been having some cocaine.
We could have. Don't import the eels from London. They're all high as a kite.
You ain't just whistling Dixie.
Wow.
Who's?
Anyway, so that was interesting.
Wow.
I was like, oh, the eels in London are all high as a kite.
You ain't just whistling Dixie.
Yeah. Apparently, and so are all of the Londoners who are using it first. So,
clearly, London. Get your shit together.
Yeah, a lot of cocaine use going on, apparently.
I think we should start a segment called Get Your Shit Together. And every week, we talk somebody as we're telling a news story or whatever it is, whether it's your skinny scoop poop or whatever, and then we decide, and maybe it's somebody we know. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I won't name any names, but or maybe it's somebody in a news story or something like that. And at the end of that, we're like, get your shit together, okay. Londoners. Here this week.
It's true.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
I have. It's sort of a leftover.
Oh, okay.
Post edit Abby, who definitely has edited the podcast by the time we recorded this, and maybe she was supposed to come on the mic and say what the name of that bartending book was, and I believe I did.
Okay.
I say post edit Abby said that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say it again here for the listeners. It's Old Mr. Boston D-Luxe Official Bartender's Guide.
This book is a real gem.
I brought it with here today because nothing could prepare you.
No,
nothing can prepare you.
The printing, we believe, was in 1949.
Yes.
And it looks it. This book is like 76 years old. But it's held up nicely.
It really has. And here he is.
It's a nice leather-bound cover. It's not falling apart. A little picture of a jolly little fellow.
Oh, jolly little fellow. Old Mr. Boston, Anna.
Mr. Boston, if you will.
Well, let me read to you the little message.
Go for it.
Sirs. Because why would a woman ever have this book?
Because the women aren't going to be drinking these drinks, apparently.
I'll show you, Mr. Boston. Uh-huh. Sirs, may we now present to you Old Mr. Boston in permanent form. We know you're going to like him. He is a jolly fellow, one of those rare individuals, everlastingly young. Is he?
No.
A distinct personality and famous throughout the land for his sterling qualities and genuine good fellowship. His friends number in the millions.
Wow.
Those who are great and those who are near great, even as you and I.
Wow.
Apparently we're only near great.
Near great.
He's joyful and ever ready to accept the difficult role of, quote, life of the party. A sympathetic friend who may be relied upon in any emergency. Follow his advice and there will be many pleasant times in store for you. Gentlemen, Old Mr. Boston.
Gentlemen, I give you Old Mr. Boston.
Damn, that voice good.
We've discovered this book Old Mr. Boston is apparently a brand.
It is.
Of alcohol.
Yes.
There's these awesome old-timey advertisements in this book.
If you looked at the social post from last week, you'll have seen these because we posted it last week.
Yes.
I know.
So there's what kind of booze does Old Mr. Boston
sell?
A
whole bunch.
All kinds.
This is bourbon.
This
is whiskey. This is
Pinch?
More whiskey.
Oh.
Pinch. I know. Dry gin.
And that looks like some rum.
More whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
Rocking chair
whiskey.
orange flavored gin, sloe gin, SOLOE,
right?
Apricot nectar, a beverage liqueur, mint flavored gin, brandy, imported rum.
Here's some rum.
Bourbon.
Some of these we're trying to read the bottle.
Rock and rye.
Oh, okay. A rye is a whiskey, isn't it?
I don't have a clue.
Who knows?
And there's a whole bunch of look at all these
fancy bottles. They got all kinds. So Miss Old Mr. Boston, that was a big brand of alcohol.
Fuck yeah!
There.
This is the 8th printing of this book.
We decided there's about what? How many? 600?
There's this
possibly.
This book is like it's tiny, but it's like 157 pages, and there is approximately six or so recipes. 5 to 6. I'm going to underestimate.
Per page. Yeah.
Yes.
It's probably a little less because the ads are in there. And
right. So you do the math, listener. Just kidding. Book. I'll do the math.
Okay.
It's about 750 recipes. That cannot be right.
That seems like a lot of recipes.
I think it's 650.
We should start at the beginning and try each one. Although some of these call for raw egg, and we've just raw egg white. We said we might skip the raw egg.
Apparently, that listener, maybe you know more about alcohol than I do. 157 times 7.
Yeah, 75.
I was right there the first time.
Okay.
So, like you said, there are some without, but it doesn't matter. Probably around 750 or so cocktails at a minimum. Mm-hmm. Maybe even close to 800.
Yeah, there's a lot. And then there's the glasses guide, what glass to use for each drink.
Yep.
Is hilarious because you would have had. I remember my mom having these different shaped glasses.
And look, Tom and Jerry bowl and mug.
Oh, they had
what the hell is that?
I have no idea, but she had the fancy punch bowl.
Oh.
And yeah, you use the different type of glass depending on what kind of drink. Her stemware, with her china, you had the champagne glass, you had the wine glass, you had you had all the different glasses. It was crazy.
Here's the bitter bottle. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bottle. Look at that fancy.
And you wouldn't dare serve a drink in a different type of glass. Oh, but this was my fave. You said.
There's some when to serve. There is also some. I have to assume a woman. There's no way this is a man's handwriting. So
even though this was addressed to sirs.
Yep, stick it to the man, lady.
Yeah, whoever.
Stick it to old Mr. Boston.
Our drink lady is here that wrote the recipe.
Right, the recipe, which is 1 tea sugar, 1 ounce lemon, 2 ounces gin, rum, or whiskey, 3 ounces of.
This is in cursive, and so we're trying to figure out. It looks like it says bone mixture.
What? Oh, is that what you think that says?
That's a B. That says mixture.
Are you sure that's an X or is it an S?
What is it? Mistune? I mean, what else would it be if that's an S?
Mistune? Okay.
But then there's an I in there, but then there's that make that an N. I think it's just bad handwriting. I think it's mixture. BOVE is what it looks like.
Right.
Or is it love mixture?
That's what I said.
It's a love potion.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to repeat that, Caroline?
It's a love potion. Know. Caroline, where am I supposed to get 3 ounces of love potion?
Right. Number 9.
In a 12-ounce glass.
Okay, show me the thing again. Maybe it's like Nistine.
Maybe. Or Mystique. It's a love potion, I'm telling you.
There's a song called...
She stole this book and wrote it in there.
She did.
So her husband, or someone that she had her eyeball on, she wrote the recipe in there, and then he unwittingly mixed himself up a love potion and fell in love with her.
Clearly, 1 ounce lemon, 2 ounce gin, rum, or whiskey.
That was the mad ramblings of a crazy woman, and you would say
clearly. I'm going with. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to post a picture of this, and maybe listeners, you can look at this handwriting and tell us what that ingredient is. We got 3 ounces of something, but we don't know what it is.
You who would be able to decipher that?
Grandma. Okay, there we go.
Wait.
We'll get back together. Oh yeah, you got to read this.
I got to read this
in the back. This is hilarious
because it says like appetizer. Like this is when you serve beverages.
When
appetizer,
you serve the beverage. Okay.
Cocktails, dry sherry, or Madeira.
That's what you only serve with the appetizer.
Soup, sherry, or dry Madeira.
Okay.
If you're eating roast, champagne.
Really?
That's what it says.
No red wine with a roast beef? You can have red wine.
That's not what the fuck it says.
That's not what Mr. Boston wants you to say.
That is not what old Mr. Boston would do.
Okay.
Which, they said ever youthful. It literally says old Mr. Boston.
And then named him old Mr. Boston. What about fish? What would I serve with my fish?
Rhine wine, Moselle, or white Burgundy? The answers are all here.
They're all here. Don't go off page. Don't go off script. Okay.
Care should be taken never to follow a sweet wine by a dry wine or heavy wine by a light wine. Are you fucking
keep it heavy or keep it light?
Yeah, are you out of your
keep
fucking...
it dry?
Well, no,
or keep it sweet.
You can follow a dry wine with a sweet, but never a sweet with a dry.
Interesting.
Which makes sense.
What do you serve with your cheese course?
Port.
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 What about fruit then?
White port.
Oh, okay.
Malaga or Tokay.
Okay, whatever those are.
Okay, but champagne is the only wine that may be served with any course and at all times during the meal. Old Mr. Boston says mimosas all around.
Mimosas all around for every course.
Yeah.
Always acceptable. Okay. Good to know. These are interesting.
I mean, it gives you a recipe for a simple syrup.
Because a lot of things call for a simple syrup.
It does. And it also says because of the fact that sugar is not easily dissolved in alcohol, it is best, especially in drinks that are to be stirred rather than shaken, to dissolve sugar before adding the liquor. Mm-hmm. Good to fucking know.
Good to know.
Now, listen, Gladys, who maybe wrote this.
I don't know what she wrote. I don't know.
Listen, Gladys, when I get my hands on you,
who was an adult probably when she wrote this in 1949. Maybe.
You think they had ballpoint pens in 1949?
Ballpoint pens released to the public.
Really?
Let's see. Ballpoint pen, 1945.
So maybe
she would have had a ballpoint pen.
Maybe. But listen, listener, the most important bit is that when you open the cover, there's a beautiful picture. With these cute little glasses.
Very cute graphic with all the different style glasses.
On a ribbon written at the bottom, it says...
You can't read it.
Wherein are solved the mysteries of mixed drinks.
You know what? Nuh-uh, because we can't read her damn handwriting.
Well, they did print that one.
It's created more of a mystery for us. They didn't
print that one. Now, I will say, this is giving... What's that witch show? Not Sabrina. Come on.
Samantha.
Come on.
Bewitched.
It's giving Bewitched.
Yes.
It's giving Bewitched if you were an alcoholic.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's exactly what it's giving.
They were always mixing up something.
Well, clearly, potions. They were witches, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Are you judging?
No, not at all.
So listener, if you can get your hands on a 1949 Old Mr. Boston Deluxe Official Bartender's Guide.
Right.
Well worth it. I probably spent $1 on this book because we got it at the book sale. And price from back in 1949, $2.
$2 in 1949. That's expensive. A Bove mixture is most likely referring to a wine product, specifically Charles Bove Brut, a sparkling wine from the Loire region of France. Did I just figure it out?
So is it like sparkling wine?
Bove mixture?
Oh my fucking God. Okay, sorry. $2 in 1949 is worth $26.87 today.
Yeah, that would have been expensive.
Can you imagine paying
$2 for a book would have been expensive in 1949.
Can you imagine paying with tax probably $28?
Yeah, but that's what it would cost today. Look, because it's nice, hardbound. Like I said, feels like a leather cover.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Oh man, the skins of the bovine mixture were put together for this here book.
Tell you what,
I still don't even know if that's right. I think you got it though, because what did we say? 1 tea sugar, 1 ounce lemon, 2 ounces of gin, rum, or whiskey, and then 3 ounces of basically a sparkling wine.
Bove mixture.
Right.
I think that's what that says.
I think that's what it says in a 12-ounce glass.
We're gonna have to try it.
Should I write down here? Should I write below?
No, don't you dare write in that book. What's wrong with you? Write it on your notebook.
Some lady did.
That's her. That's preserved. Gladys would be very upset with you. You had to translate. What's wrong with you?
You had to translate.
Jeez.
Oh my!
We're not even sure if that's really it. That's still a guess.
Well, we can mix it. We'll mix it up for you, Gladys. We'll pour one out for Gladys.
We'll pour one out for Gladys. We're gonna have to try it. Good Lord, this is crazy.
Absolutely, honestly, and this is what a freaking. Oh, look at this one's got grapefruit juice in it. Seventh Heaven cocktail for you, Anna.
Oh my gosh, I'm ready.
Okay. A shamrock cocktail.
We gotta have a party and mix some drinks.
Absolutely.
We've talked about this.
Everyone, if you can find something online, if you can find this book online, go online and pick out a recipe, and we'll see what we can do.
It's a
Send
gem.
it in.
It's a gem. The book is
Somebody
a gem.
will eventually comment on one of our podcast posts.
Someday.
listener Kate did once upon a time, told me about her greeting card beef. That was great.
I loved it.
We haven't had a listener beef in a while.
It's true.
Write in your beef.
Tell us your beef.
Tell us your beef.
We will listen.
Now,
I've got... Oh, what do you got?
Oh, well, no. We were going to move on, so I was going to...
Mm-hmm.
You got a story?
I have something. I have been holding on to some stories. I've been sitting with them because I want to tell you.
Okay. Well,
I want to tell you in the pod.
We'll intersperse these.
We'll go
you
back
start first the story.
Okay.
We'll start with first the story, and then I've got... ChatGPT had recommended petty would you rathers.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
and they were pretty funny. So I will let you give me a story. I'll give you a would you rather.
We'll do that. Here we go. Kenosha, the city of Kenosha.
Okay.
Is Kenosha in Wisconsin? It sounds like a Wisconsin
sounds like a
city.
stupid Midwest thing to say.
Sounds very Oshkosh, Kenosha.
How the fuck do you spell Kenosha?
Kenosha.
I was way off. In a city in Wisconsin.
Okay, I'm like, that's got to be Wisconsin.
Look at a lighthouse.
Look at that. Okay. The city of Wisconsin put out on their social media page.
Okay.
Do you have a hole that needs to be filled?
Kenosha.
The city of Kenosha takes public safety very seriously, which is why we're excited to launch our new Show Us Your Hole public safety initiative. Hashtag show us your hole.
Let me tell you something. Some 16-year-old intern convinced the city to do
Show us your hole. Public safety initiative. To participate, simply send us a picture of your hole along with its location and tagline, come fill my hole. And we will dispatch our crews to service your hole in a prompt and professional manner. Your satisfaction is our priority. The city of Kenosha.
There it is. Well, how'd it go?
I don't want to know what kinds of pictures they got because you know it was bad.
You know
it was very bad.
In Kenosha.
It was gonna be bad. So I don't want to know. I don't want to see the pictures. I would like to, kind of hear about a smattering of them, but no, there were no comments.
Was it show your hole?
Somebody did like a screenshot of the.
Well, that's why I'm Googling.
Hashtag show us your hole.
Oh, Snopes have a show us your hole initiative. Satire. They don't think it was real.
Oh, okay. Because I just saw it on Facebook. Somebody had taken a screenshot and showed it. And it was pretty funny. Like I said, it was some intern who put it up on the page.
There is evidence they believe that it could be fake. But either way,
there it is. Either someone hacked their account and put it on there.
That's true.
Or like I said, or somebody from this, like I said, or maybe a disgruntled ex-employee.
That's so
Can you imagine? I read that. I was crying. I was like, okay, I have to read this, Tabby.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right.
That is pretty good. Now, hold on. This is the city of fucking Kenosha.
Right?
How many buttholes have y'all received today?
How many buttholes have you received today? I'm telling you, it's on their website. It was on their Facebook page.
Well, come fill my hole. We have a similar program in one local city here in our county. They really appreciate it when they got all of their holes filled. Thumbs up. May all your holes be smooth soon. Is this the Kenosha version of Tinder?
Okay.
It's a moment like this that the immense pride in my hometown shines.
He's giving the applause.
Yes.
GIF.
Oh, are you gonna buy me dinner first?
You're gonna buy me dinner first.
I assume someone's full-time job today is monitoring these comments. We think Ludacris said it best. I've got holes in different area codes.
What? Okay. Dude, at least use lube. Oh my God.
You're done. Oh man. So I guess.
What if the city replied? Look, the city of Kenosha replied. What did they reply?
Absolutely, we need to protect our equipment from excessive wear. The city of Kenosha, I assume someone's full-time job is monitoring these comments. We make the interns do it, builds character.
That's fantastic.
Are you going to buy me dinner first? Depends on what your hole looks like. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Is this the Kenosha version of Tinder? We call it filler.
Filler. Excellent.
Okay, there we go. How many buttholes have we all received? Not enough.
Not enough.
City of Kenosha. You know what?
I'm telling you what.
Okay.
This shit actually happened. I'm telling you.
You know what? I thought that it was fake, but here it is. I'm here.
It's on Facebook.
And the Save Kenosha is replying.
To these people. It's hilarious.
Just wondering if you also fill holes in different area codes. My dirt road needs some work. Winky face.
Oh my God.
And the City of Kenosha said, send us a pic and we'll get back to you.
Somebody's going through and laughing their ass off at every single comment. Holy shit.
Holes are certainly easier to fill when they're wet.
When they're wet. Ew.
Oh, man.
Did you see that person? Oh, my God. All like apps.
Oh, this is the... I can fix that.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man. Oh, I have a hole that's extra wide and extra deep. Do you have enough material volume to fill that hole?
Well, what's this one?
We have holes. We have lots of holes.
Oh, it's the same one.
City of Lakeland comments. We crave having our holes filled.
We crave having our holes filled.
Wonder what the turnover rate is for the position monitoring those picture submissions. Takes a special skill set. And the City of Kenosha says, we make the interns do it.
Okay.
Does one get to choose who comes out to fill my hole? I don't want it done half-assed. Just say. The City of Kenosha. We assure you that everyone in our crew is highly experienced and has top-of-the-line equipment. You will not be left unsatisfied.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Okay, so yeah, if you ever want a little light reading, go to the City of Kenosha's Facebook page and find out. You can read more of these comments on Fill My Holes because
people are asking if they are offering if they have any open hole filler positions, and they said we're always looking for volunteers.
Oh my gosh, nope! I want to get paid. If I'm filling holes, I need to get paid.
This person says my hole was filled and I didn't even have to ask. You guys are on top of it. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Asking if they have open positions in their social media, and they said no, but requests for applications to work on our road crews are up 800%. Okay, wow. Kenosha, they got me.
Way to go, Kenosha. Kenosha, you do not need to get your shit together. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was better than I thought it was going to be.
That was way better.
I just happened to see the post, like somebody else had screenshot and posted it, and I thought it was hilarious. Thinking it was a joke.
Yeah.
And
Snopes.com said it was a joke. However, I was there.
Yeah, we were on their website.
I was there.
On their Facebook page. That is hilarious. Oh. So either it was a joke and they just ran with it and just, made the best out of a crazy situation. Who knows? But that was a hoot.
That was a hoot and a half.
Oh my God. That was fun. Okay. All right. Tell me about your petty would you rather.
Well, I was reading them through. And these are petty. These are
usually
stupid.
The would you rathers are something drastic.
Right.
And silly,
this is not drastic. Would you rather never find a matching Tupperware lid again, or never get a parking spot near the entrance?
I'll have to go with the Tupperware lid because I can use press and seal. I'd rather find the parking spot.
That's true.
I don't know. Especially
it's not guaranteeing you a spot near the entrance. It's just saying you definitely won't ever find one.
Well, that's okay. I gotta go with the parking spot.
Gotta go with the parking spot.
I would rather choose to not find my lids. I'm confused. Can you restate the question?
No. I won't. I'm confused. Never find a Tupperware lid.
Yes, or
never get a parking spot near the entrance.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go with never find my Tupperware lid.
She'd rather have a potential closer parking.
Exactly. I will use press and seal. It's all good. Get rid of Tupperware. Go get some Rubbermaid. It's fine.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't own name brand Tupperware.
It's sure.
Would you rather? I'm gonna throw another one at you.
Mm-hmm.
Sit next to a loud chewer, or a chronic foot tapper.
Ooh, those are both tough, and petty.
I think the tapper, for me, because if they're chewing, it's gross sounding.
Yeah.
I have to listen to one or the other.
Yeah, you're gonna have to listen to
I think I'd rather listen to the taps.
So I'm gonna go with the tip tats too.
I think I could out tap them
because I'll just put my earbuds in and listen to some music and drown it out.
But
I don't want to hear the chewing. I don't.
It's true.
Can't do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I could get over the tip tapping.
You would just have to deal, but the chewing it would be very hard to deal with.
One of these ones, it said, would you rather always have socks that slip down
Oh, that's annoying.
or a tag that itches?
Oh.
No matter what, your socks will slip down or your tag will itch.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I gotta go with the socks because the tag itching is.
I agree.
I can't.
I agree.
I will immediately have to just rip the shirt off.
I could just not wear socks. But if you cut the tag off because it always itches, that little nub is gonna probably itch you too.
It's true. It's true.
But if I'm not wearing socks, how can they slip down?
They can't slip down. Mm-hmm. It's true because you read me one that was, would you rather? This one's weird because they don't match up.
Because it wasn't a would you rather.
But I do want to talk about this one. Oh, okay. What is it?
It was like it wanted you to like compare two things.
Oh, well,
okay.
And it still feels like a would you rather.
Right. Well, I'm sure. Exactly. It's like a this or that.
Like, would you...
And they did say it is kind of a would you rather.
Yeah.
So they were giving examples like baby carrots versus full-size carrots or leftovers versus freshly made.
Right.
And then the third option...
Which those are all easy. Baby carrots.
And they make sense. They go together.
Fresh made. Yeah.
Right.
But then
wait a minute, baby. What do you mean? Hang on. What do you mean? Baby carrots are full size. Bugs Bunny only eats full-size carrots.
But the baby carrots are like peeled and washed and ready to eat. You don't have to worry about... They're ready to go.
Well, I'm not disagreeing.
Right, so I'm going to go baby carrots.
But they're infants. Infants.
Not all. I thought you were going to say infinitely infants, and I'm like, no, because they get eaten, so...
They are infinitely infants then.
Anyway.
The point is,
okay.
The third option
is weird.
Socks or umbrellas.
Socks or umbrellas. You can have one or the other. What is this combination? This is a weird combo. I don't get it. They don't go together. You can only have socks or you can only have an...
Well, I like this. It says this or that, but petty. That's the name of this thing.
I guess that's what it is.
Kind of like Would You Rather, but sneakier.
It's sneakier because it's this dumbass combination.
It says pit two things against each other that shouldn't be compared.
Okay.
Baby carrots versus full-size carrots. And I'm like, I get what you're going for.
But that comparison makes sense.
Leftovers are freshly made. I get what you're going for.
Again, makes sense.
Socks or umbrellas.
Does not make sense. So
well, which is it, Anna?
It's got to be umbrella.
No.
I will have to live without socks because I cannot live without an umbrella.
My socks are always falling down.
Yeah, exactly.
I've already chosen to live without socks. However, if it's between socks and umbrellas,
you don't use an umbrella.
It's true.
I use an umbrella.
Poncho.
I don't want to have to drag a poncho on and off. That's going to mess up my hair.
You just hold it like a tarp above your head.
And I also cannot go out in the rain because my hair is terrible. If it gets wet, that's it. It's over for me.
Well, have you considered... They said umbrellas. Mm-hmm. Now, do they mean personal? Because I can imagine you getting out of the car, patio umbrella.
I would just fly away on a windy day. How can Mary Poppins that shit? It's going to carry me off. It's true.
Well, you know what? You can have a parasol.
Well, no, because it's not going to keep the rain off me very well.
What do you mean? It's an umbrella.
I think it's more cloth, like it's going to come through, right?
Well, fucking walk fast.
I guess it depends on what it's made out of.
Walk fast.
You know what? It's funny that you asked this question because RIP, my favorite umbrella, it died yesterday. It broke. I should have had that as my beef. Oh. Damn. Because it was the one we got when I was in Minnesota. I got when I was in Minnesota. That says "fuck off rain" all over the umbrella.
Oh.
It was my favorite umbrella.
Fuck off rain.
The one metal piece. I opened it and it was broken. And I was like, no, not my favorite umbrella.
Oh, remind me, I'm putting the in memoriam at the back of this book.
My fuck off umbrella. Fuck off rain. Fuck off rain umbrella.
Fuck off umbrella.
I kept it in my work bag every day. I carried it in and out of the bank with me. And that way, if it rained while I was in there, then I would always have an umbrella with me. It was a little travel size umbrella. Perfect. Lost it yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, devastated. I love that umbrella.
Oh my God.
So...
Fuck off rain. Umbrella.
And apparently our socks.
No, they ain't dead. They ain't dead yet.
So, funny that you asked that.
Crying face.
Yeah, so sad.
Oh my God. A travesty, really.
Right. What else you got?
What else you got? It's your turn.
Oh, you ready for another one?
I'm ready.
Okay.
The Kenosha one, good stuff.
That was a funny one.
Heavy hitter here.
Okay, I have to find this one. There is this crazy story. It happened in Spain.
Was it the rain?
It fell mainly on the plane. Yes. This man stuns the churchgoers
With a gun? Stun gun?
Nope. He comes running into the church with a child on his shoulders, sitting on his shoulders, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So not piggyback.
I think
he was
I've
all the way
seen
up on his shoulder. He came running into the church.
Okay.
Sprinting down the aisle.
Okay.
Pushing people out of his way. They tried to stop him because they didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
He's wearing shorts and a t-shirt and no shoes.
Well,
He makes it to the altar.
So he chose umbrella.
He chose umbrella. He makes it to the altar, places the child on the altar at the feet of the statue of Mary.
I think I've seen this video.
And leaves.
Yeah.
Goes to leave. And the people are very confused, and I have the video if you want to see it.
I've seen the video, actually.
Well, I wanted to tell you this.
Okay.
So the church is packed because it's like before a feast day.
You got some background? You got some more on this?
And he climbs up there. He climbs up on. I mean, look.
No,
he climbs all the way up there to get the child at the feet of the Madonna statue there.
Yeah.
And then he gets down and he's like, "Okay, my work here is done." And he goes to leave. And the people in the crowd, the church, are like, "What in the hell is happening here?" You know. And so they go after him and like, "Look, is this your kid? Is this your child?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yes, it's his son, I guess."
Yeah.
And they're like, "You need to take him with you. You
Yes.
can't just leave him here at this church." And so I guess he did go back and get the kid and took his son out with him. And so they were like, "Okay, what is this all about? Why would someone do this?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so apparently there's a tradition in Spain for the more fanatical worshipers to place the children and babies at the feet of the Virgin, to touch the statue. You know, that close proximity will protect them in their life and basically, you know, take care of them and whatnot. And so a person commented, "That is a desperate man trying to cure his devil child."
Devil child.
Whoever this person is, they asked, their comment was, he was trying to cure his devil child.
Pretty fucking good.
I have. Okay, so no one ever found out what the man was searching for, what he was hoping to accomplish. He did take his child and leave, but
I can tell you, because I've seen this video. So I've seen this video.
Okay, good.
And I had seen a similar thing that was talking about, like you said, either brings them good fortune or they think it'll be blessed or help them or whatever. And you're not supposed to put your kids up there.
No, you're not. I mean, you literally had to climb up on there and put him in the space.
So that's why there's like, apparently it's like not a one-off thing. This happens. Like, the people are not as surprised. That's why there's people up there that are like trying to actually stop it. They're prepared. They're ready for it.
I was going to say, because it even says there's a tradition in Spain by the more fanatical believers. So I guess, you know, the people from out of town may have been surprised, but I guess the people who live there, they see this might happen.
Well, it's frowned upon. You're really not supposed to do it and all this kind of stuff, but it does happen.
I saw that video and I was like, "What?" Never saw anything like that in my life. That was wild. Anyway, okay.
Anyway. All right, you want me another one?
You're up.
All right. Would you rather only ever have room temperature coffee or hot soda?
I guess I got to go with the coffee.
I think I'd have to go with room temp coffee.
Can I add ice?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
I'm going to add some ice today.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I mean, hot soda, if you add ice, it's going to keep melting. You get watered down. So I guess I'll go with
room temp coffee.
I'll go with the room temp coffee.
Right. I think I could live with room temp coffee. I could not live with hot soda.
No.
But maybe I would no longer drink soda.
You're right. We'd have to give it up. So
it's true.
Okay. What else you got?
Would you rather your phone only charge to 42% or only connect to Wi-Fi with 1 bar?
Ugh, I'm living the 1 bar thing all the time. So I guess I'll go 42%.
I would go 42%. I can constantly walk around.
I'm just gonna have to keep it plugged in. I'm gonna buy a charging block and just keep the damn thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm only 42%. Okay, well, it's like half my battery life.
Right.
Come on, what are
I would give anything for some decent Wi-Fi. No,
exactly.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
but I would like some. Anyway, okay. What else you got?
Last one. Would you rather every shirt you wear be slightly damp, or every chair you sit in be a little warm from someone else.
Oh, that is weird. I actually heard this story. I did hear this saying that there's the only thing worse than a cold toilet seat is a warm one.
It really is.
I did hear that. I was like, oh, that is
it's
so
like a shudder.
True. It's so true. I still gotta go as long as it's not a toilet seat. I will. That you said chair. I'm gonna go with the warm chair because
I agree.
To wear a damp shirt all the time, that would be horrible.
I once had a slightly damp shirt because I pulled it out of the dryer and I had to wear it to work, and so it was slightly damp. I'm like dry. I'm blasting the heat on my way. I'm like, please dry, please dry, please dry. As I'm driving in one day, this was a long time ago. It was before I was working in office, but it was I was like so angry because I was like, my shirt is slightly damp. Like you couldn't tell from a distance, but I knew.
Okay.
I knew.
You knew.
I was like,
you can feel it because you can feel it.
No one touched me, or you'll know that my shirt is slightly damp. But, yeah, I would have to say a slightly warm seat. You know?
Yeah, I think that's what I would have to go with.
I could go with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll give you one more.
Okay.
Would you rather have an eyelash in your eye for an hour? Fighting an eyelash.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Or popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth all day.
I'm already like,
I know.
my teeth. I got to go with the popcorn kernel.
I think so.
I don't think it would be as painful as the eyelash in the eye.
I agree. Yeah. I think it's like,
my eyes are already watering thinking about it.
I know. I've got very sensitive.
Yeah.
I've got very sensitive eyes.
Very sensitive. Look with your special eyes.
Look, my bread.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What do you got?
Have we talked about the Dublin, New York portal? I can't recall if we've talked about this yet.
We have not, but I know about this a little bit.
Okay, so there is a portal. It was. It's not there anymore. It has since been taken down.
We can't have it.
There was an artist, Benedictus Gillis.
Can't spell Benedictus without dick.
Well, he spells it Diktas.
Well, I'm fucking saying you can't spell without dick.
Okay.
It works as an audio joke.
He has. He is the artist behind this art installation.
Okay.
He thought it would be family friendly behavior to set up
for people in New York.
Yeah. So
should have set up a portal in fucking Midwest in Kenosha.
He said, I think everyone should think of a 7-year-old child that is in New York that wants to experience and wants to connect to Dublin and wave to people here.
Okay.
So that was my only request for the lovely people of Ireland. Okay. So he's going to set up this portal. It's not really a portal. You can't travel through it.
No, but it's like a giant constant FaceTime.
Yeah, it's what it was. That's exactly what it was, set up so that you could actually see, if you were in New York, you could see Dublin, and if you were in Dublin, yeah, you can see the street that it was set up on, basically, in New York. And, of course, New Yorkers...
And
Dubliners absolutely both pretty much ruined everything.
Ruined is maybe
ruined it for everyone.
Did they ruin it, or did they make it better?
I think they ruined it because I don't know if you've heard any of the things that happened, but
I know some of them. I have to assume somebody flashed somebody.
There was mooning.
There's got to be
quite a bit of
moonings.
Swear words were being displayed.
Well, of course. That would have been the first thing. Fuck.
Flashing of various body parts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
did you see the one that got me?
What one? Tell me.
We're not going to post this on the Facebook. We cannot possibly.
Okay, but we can talk about it.
Sure. In the video, it's like just like a quick GIF. But I know it's the portal because I've just seen the thing. But anyway, you see the people of Dublin.
Yes.
Okay, it's like the people in New York are watching the screen. Okay, they're all gathered around. They're waving. And there's all these people in Dublin. And all of a sudden, you see somebody who you cannot see the person because they're too close to the camera. And they're reaching up to like hold their phone in front of the camera. It's not 11.
Is what?
No, 11.
It's
okay.
It's the stars.
They're smoking. And
they're showing a video. Yes, I did see that. Somebody held up a phone showing the Twin Towers smoking. Yes. Not actually having a cigarette. But
listen, okay,
you know what we
okay.
mean.
I'm not laughing about it.
There was a woman who flashed, shirt up, flashed the portal.
Okay.
This went up, and within a matter of days, it ground to a halt. Like it had to be shut down. It ground. I literally.
Clear.
I got to find out how many days, but it was just a ridiculously short amount of time, and people just could not handle it. They just couldn't be responsible.
No. I would. Well, you put it in New York and in Dublin. If there's anyone who's going to match New Yorkers' energy, it's the Irish.
Right.
Okay. Now here's the thing. I'm not laughing about 9/11. I just want to make that clear.
No, of course not.
But can you imagine showing a city their biggest travesty?
Yeah.
Like,
why?
One of the biggest tragedies in history. Boom.
I don't even know why someone would do that.
Like, that'd be like, imagine if it was set up in, like, Germany, and then, like, somebody in New York holds up a picture of Hitler or something like that. Like, why in the hell?
So smart ass in the crowd. The Dublin, New York City portal was operational for only 6 days.
Longer than I thought.
Probably 5 days.
Not even a
Probably
week.
5 days too long.
Not even 5 days too long.
It was supposed to be an art installation that intending to stream for 6 months. And they had to shut it down due to, in quotes, inappropriate behavior from visitors on both sides. In 6 days.
That is...
Oh my God. I'm dying. I was like, I heard about, Liv was the one who told me about this. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Somehow I missed it. I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, look at here's the pictures. Here's the girl.
Yeah,
flashing the camera.
flashing her top up in the air like a wow. Proud moment for that mom. Gotta love it. Some were genuinely awesome. It was like people were supposed to just go by and wave and say hi, to people. And on a whole nother continent. And it didn't go that well.
One woman being accused of behaving indecently at the portal in Dublin. The police are taking her away.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. This person wrote, it's been a lot of ass.
Look at this. The person holding the phone up.
Forget holding the phone.
Holy shit.
It's been a lot of ass.
No! New Yorkers can be heard screaming and shouting, no!
Oh my God. Some people went by and gave a peace sign and, or made a heart and
I'm sure
lots of people waved.
You know who could probably be trusted with this? The Japanese.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right, because they're much more respectful.
Way more
respectful.
You could put this
not in New York,
Japan and
who knows? I really don't know.
Canada.
You're right.
Canada and Japan could pull this off.
You're right.
But you put it in
Dublin,
New York,
and New York City.
And Dublin.
Big mistake. Huge. You're right. It has to be two countries that are much more respectful in their behavior.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Do not ask the Irish. The Irish will match the energy of the New Yorkers every time.
Absolutely.
Every time.
I mean, can you imagine how many drunk people just went by there and mooned the thing?
Between New York and Ireland?
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I want, actually, a shorter list would have been how many sober people walked by.
Didn't show their ass. This one person, literally the comment was, it was a lot of ass.
And you know what? The people of Kenosha can relate.
Kenosha can absolutely relate, and they will fill those holes if you need it. I do have one last story I can tell you if you want.
You know what? Let me tell you.
Okay, you tell me.
Let me tell you.
That was a little aggressive.
Okay, we have a new pope.
Yes.
He's from Chicago.
Yes.
I think we talked about this last time.
We did it. We briefly touched on it, hoping he'd be a good dude.
Yeah. So here's the thing. That there's been a little conflict about who's the real pope.
Really?
Because not currently.
Okay.
Just in history.
Throughout history, yes.
And so there are various they call them anti-popes.
Oh yeah.
Because there was disagreement.
You had different factions who wanted their guy to be pope. Yeah.
And so they just split. And they're like, no, this guy is the fucking pope.
This is the real pope.
This is the real pope.
I've got your impostor.
An example of anti-popes, anti-pope John the 23rd.
Okay.
anti-pope Gregory the 12th. He was, so for example, okay, Gregory, if you will, part of the Western Schism. He was elected as the legitimate pope in 1406, which further complicated the situation. Because first he was the anti-pope, then he was the real pope.
Oh, okay.
So, yep, other notable instances. Some people believe that there's a female pope who reigned for 2 years in the 9th century, but they believe it's just a legend.
Oh, they'll never admit to it.
But there is throughout history, Catholic Church has had a number of individuals who have been falsely proclaimed or recognized as pope, known as anti-popes, which is hilarious to me. The anti-pope. The anti-pope.
Hilarious. Which pope are you following this year? The real pope or the anti-pope?
These figures arose due to various disagreements with the legitimate pope, be it religious, political, or personal.
I just don't like that guy.
Leading to schisms within the church. Anti-popes have been identified for centuries, with some even existing alongside legitimate popes.
Legitimate popes. Are you the legit pope or are you the anti-pope? That's hilarious.
I'm the uncle pope.
Okay, gotcha.
You're the anti-pope.
I actually heard this story, and it's funny. I'm glad you brought it up because in a second grade class in a Catholic school in Georgia, they held a mock conclave and elected their a little dude pope. Okay, so what a great learning experience, right? This teacher sets up this conclave and they follow the procedures. They elect David, who is now known as Pope David, Pope of the second grade class in Georgia.
I would have started a schism
immediately.
I would have been like, no, Jessica is the anti-pope.
I do not recognize David
as
the legitimate pope.
Nope. Anti-pope over here.
So the second graders participated in the voting and chose the pope.
Okay.
We know it's David.
Well, no, you know that every single one of the second graders is a cardinal.
No. It's true. They are all cardinals.
Cardinal
Even
Timmy.
the girls. Good for them. Yes. Following the vote, the students witnessed the appearance of white smoke, signaling the selection of their new pope, David. However, somehow the teacher manages to get the white smoke going up. Pope David had a special Pope mobile to tour around the school grounds. That's so fucking cute. Oh my God. So cute. The students celebrated the election with treats, including lollipops. On interviewing Pope David, what's it like to be Pope?
Okay.
His answer was, being Pope is hard. Second grade.
Is a Pope of the second grade. 5 minutes.
Being Pope is no truer words have ever been spoken.
I think
Pope is hard.
Relate.
Every Pope would relate and concur.
Being Pope is hard.
That being Pope is hard. I thought that was the most adorable story. I loved it so much. I thought it was so cute.
Have I talked about the Pope mobile?
No, you have not.
in a Cars sense?
No,
from Cars.
Oh, it's hilarious. It makes an appearance.
They say he says he's the Pope Mobile Catholic or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Pope Mobile Catholic. He is in car. He does make an appearance in the movie Cars.
There he is.
There he is. He's got eyeballs and everything. Little eyeball. Look at the Pope inside the Pope car. Look at his little
grill.
Hat. Has little cross on it.
Oh my God!
Is the Pope Mobile Catholic? Oh my God! I do remember that now.
Now, did I tell you that while a funny joke implies the existence of Jesus Chrysler?
Oh my God! You did not just say that.
Within the Cars universe?
Within the Cars universe.
That Jesus Chrysler was sacrificed. Crucified?
Crucified, clearly. How do you crucify a car? I don't know. Tires up, I guess.
Tires up. I did see Jesus Chrysler supercar, which is interesting. Oh, no. Oh, look at this. He's handing him the keys.
Jesus Chrysler superstar.
Supercar.
I said supercar. And he's handing over the keys to apparently the supercar too.
I guess. Adam.
What is happening?
That's beautiful.
That's hilarious.
This is why I pay for the internet.
This is why I pay for the internet. Without the internet, how would we have learned about Kenosha wanting to fill holes? I'm just saying. Without the internet.
And you know what?
We don't know jack
The
shit.
hole of Pope has been filled as well.
That's true. It's true. in Georgia and in Vatican City. I'm gonna give you one.
In Georgia.
Yeah, the little second grader from Georgia.
Now listen to this. I'm on the Pixar Cars wiki.
Oh, okay.
The fan wiki.
The fan wiki, if you
And
will.
there is an image, a photoshopped image of Jesus Chrysler.
Somebody made him. He's got a beard.
He looks like
Is that like
the king.
Is that a crown of thorns?
Well, he's fucking Jesus.
He's doing what to Jesus? God bless.
Jesus Chrysler is the equivalent of Jesus Christ
I
in the
know.
car. I'm reading the fucking thing.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Jesus Chrysler is the equivalent of Jesus Christ in the Cars universe, while never directly referenced by name, nor visually represented in any of the films. The existence of a pope, and by extension Roman Catholicism, in the Cars universe implies his existence in universe by default. He is presumably worshipped as the son of the manufacturer.
Of a manufacturer.
Speculative biography. I'm going to have to really dig in to this wiki because there's some good content.
Yeah,
Listen to this.
That's hilarious.
Speculative biography for Jesus Chrysler.
Okay.
According to the Holy Maintenance Guide, the car equivalent to the Bible,
Okay.
Jesus Chrysler was born in a humble garage in the small Middle Eastern village of Bethlehem.
Oh my God. Bethlehem. Wow. Okay.
Nonetheless, his birth had been preemptively declared to his mother, the Virgo Mary. A humble but righteous microcar
Okay.
by an angel of the manufacturer. Nothing will ever prepare you to read the word Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. What is happening? Oh my gosh.
Here, I'll tell you what, it's been a long week.
Okay.
It's Tuesday. Wow. That is good. I'll tell you what, that's good. Oh, he is tagged in characters, deceased characters, made in 2021, and Jewish characters. How many Jewish cars are there?
Well, he was Jewish.
Just Jesus Chrysler.
Just Jesus Chrysler.
I'm sorry, what is this? What do you mean a minute? Joseph Stalling? Are you telling me
It's this time to do this. This has got to have you right in the giggle dig.
this is exactly my sense of humor? Joseph Stalling, 1878 to 1953, was a Georgian revolutionary political leader who governed the Soviet Union from 1924 until his death in 1953. He served as both General Secretary of the Communism. The Communism? Are you kidding me?
The Communism.
The Communism?
Nice.
The Communism Party of the Soviet Union. And the chair car of the Council of Ministers of the Soviet Union. He was a 1933 Ford Coupe. Trivia, he is the car equivalent of Joseph Stalin.
Who is writing this stuff?
Wait, there's a picture.
And then they make a picture of it too. Look at it looks like his mustache.
Well, apparently he's a Lightning McQueen fan.
He is. He's all decked out.
One comment. Why?
That's me. It was me. Why?
You're the Zilla Q?
That's hilarious.
Oh man, I tell you what though.
There's some creative people out there.
Good for them.
Right. And you know what? Without the internet, we wouldn't know about Joseph Stalin. Who knew?
We wouldn't know about Bethlehem either.
Bethlehem. That's a first for me.
You see the tears
See
in my
the
eyes?
tears. Real tear. That one really got her. That one really got her. Oh my gosh.
Communism Party.
Communism party.
The Communist Party.
Who is coming up with these things?
Wow. There's
All
the
right.
Pope-mobile. I had to circle back
We'll,
around.
we'll,
Pope-mobile.
we'll post a picture of the Pope-mobile. The Cars universe Pope-mobile. The fact that there's a tiny car inside of the Pope-mobile, which is also a car.
Right.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
that's David.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe that's
Riding.
David.
I gotta find a picture of him. I wonder if they posted a picture of him
Pope
riding. in
Pinion
his-
the Fourth.
That's what he is?
That's what his name is.
He's Pope
The
Pinion the
Pope-mobile is
Fourth.
a character in Cars 2. His job was to protect, transport Pope Pinion the Fourth.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Okay. All right. I gotta stop laughing. All right. I don't know about you.
She's still laughing.
She's still laughing. All right. Well, I don't know about you, but after this, I'm gonna need some serious beef.
And some serious holes. Bye.
Bye.